That was actually when he registered in my mind as a guy. If I put not like I was seeing you as a girl, babe. Today we're going to be talking about how we met and kind of how we got into a relationship, something like that. Okay, so if you want to find out, of course you want to find out. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, this is your first time seeing this face, because this face is like the regular one. This one is comes occasionally, or at least we encourage him to come occasionally. Please encourage him in the comment section to appear on the channel. Okay, so if you're new, kindly you're welcome. Please subscribe so that you become part of our family here. It's like a village community, if you know what I mean. You know, this is our community on YouTube. So yeah, I make content about lifestyle. I'm also a doctor, so I talk about health. I give you free, you know, free tips about your health. Okay, so there's so much that you have fun here. You would also learn a lot on this channel. So yeah, subscribe. Then if you're a returning subscriber, hey, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sticking around. I'm truly grateful. Thank you for all the support. Now if you like this video, remember to like, remember to comment, and remember to share it. Let's get right to the video. I'm talking to you. Baby, you're gonna be telling them today how we met. How do you meet?
Just like that.
Yes, no.
That's a broad question. So where do I start the story from?
From the beginning.
From Adam, because I can say and Adam begat Seth.
Start.
And how do we meet? Now, I'm sorry, there's no big story like that. Sorry, I'm damping things a bit. Because we're used to how do we meet? Oh, I just saw her on a train. Sorry, do we even have trains?
In Nigeria, I beg.
Okay.
I don't even want to be seen on a train.
Okay, or we met at the party, and I just
we didn't meet at any party. I want to say at this point, there was not love at first sight. Anything for us. I'm not saying love at first sight. Shimo. I'm not saying love at first sight does not exist. Okay, but for us, it was nothing like that at all.
Wait, you asked me a question.
Sorry.
I'm the one presenting.
Continue.
Now you're acting like what they did to William Barr in US House of Rep, where they invited him for a hearing and they were interrupting him. He had to ask them, am I not the one that is supposed to be heard in this hearing?
Sorry.
Okay, no, don't worry. No offense. Of course.
Continue.
Don't worry. Your interruptions are welcome. All right. So how we met, straight to the point. It's difficult to say because let's say, okay, how we met, we were in school together, attended fellowship together, CMDA, Christian Medical and Dental Association students, and well, Castle, Cross Ambassador Outreach, though she was just not she was on and off in Castle, but yeah, CMDA.
I was a Castle member, okay?
Yeah, of course.
I graduated from foundation school, okay?
If it was just Castle, I may not even have known yourself.
Hey, Chimo.
Alright, so we knew each other in school, both as students in the same department and of not the same class, though, students in the same department and Christians in the same campus fellowship. So that, though, just like you said, it wasn't like, but in school we're not in a relationship, we're just acquaintances, and I think that's just. We just, of course,
Tell them
we're
what you
acquaintances.
said about me when you first saw me, your first impression of me. Guys, you cannot imagine what his first impression was.
Wait, not first impression per se, because I need to have seen you a number of times before making that impression.
Fine, your impression of me.
Well, impression. Alright, background to the impression, because most of the time we see is fellowship, like I said, since in school, different classes stay in different hostels or even different campuses stuff. So most during fellowship meetings or stuff, and especially during the CMDA meetings, monthly forum, which so at the end of the program, she's showing her teeth at everybody, saying hello, harassing people up and down, this kind of thing. Now
I don't harass people. I'm a good person.
Don't they understand what I mean? All right. So the impression was, so well, it was just this lady, this dark lady that is always opening her teeth at everybody.
Can you imagine? Finally, you've ended up with this dark lady that is always opening her teeth at everybody.
Well, dark complexion, yes, and yeah, in a jersey.
Another Jeze, okay? Another
Okay,
Jeze,
well, in a
please.
positive way, not like, of course, that's positive.
But if anybody, if
Smiling,
anybody told
smiling,
him,
happy,
if
you
anybody told him he
know.
was going to end up with me at that point, would I be like, nah, she's too.
No,
But as you can see, you're stuck with me forever. I'm so happy. Okay, so let's get into how the build up to our relationship. I think that's what people really want to hear.
all right. Pillow. Of course, I'll just say from my own point of view,
Mm-hmm.
because your point of view will be different, and I won't help you say that. I
Mm-hmm.
won't even. I don't even know if you want to say.
Okay.
All right. So my point of view, like I said, just knew each other in school, blah blah blah. Had a few encounters, of course, maybe being fellowship runs or stuff. Had a few encounters. I won't go into details, but just nothing more than acquaintances. And fast forward to, okay, yeah, just as I said if someone had told me that we end up together, I wouldn't agree. That actually happened at some point, because there was a time that, well, they saw, I think, just greeted and stuff like that. It's one of my friends, both of them at different times were like there's something happening between us. Okay, as when before leaving school, we were decent. And me, I didn't see anything happening, except that she was smiling at me, which I saw as the way she was smiling at every other person, and I
Very
was
important.
and I
Every
was
other person is
and I
very
was smiling
important.
back. So, but yeah, they said that, and I was like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. And yeah, I believed
It
it.
happened.
All right. So,
Oh my god.
of course, there are reasons why I thought that we're not going down that path, and which I think that's beyond the scope of this. But yeah, so fast forward to the time I was during house job when I graduated, started my housemanship, and well, she just called. Just to say, now I do. Okay, first of all, I'm not very outgoing. I communicate with people, but my threshold is, a bit. I have a longer endurance. So before making call, yeah. So I had mind. Okay, of course. So call people, call friends, we talk, and then there are those that were not that close that I had in mind to call them. At some point, which she was, of course, obviously on the list, but maybe like number 100 and something. Sorry, but okay, that was just saying. So, but summary. One day she just called me one evening. We talked. It's been a while and stuff like that. I think that was probably the first time we were talking since after school. And then, well, we talked, and then like a week later, she called again. I don't know why she called again, though, but but
I was not liking him at that point, but I'll tell my own version of the story.
all
So
right.
yeah,
So
stay tuned.
So a week later, she called again, and so at that point, that okay, in as much as I call people, I reciprocate calls, and stuff like that, as a gentleman that I am. So yeah, so I now called back in ordinary, not that I wouldn't have called her back again, but yeah, definitely it would have taken much longer than a week to have called. But having called me back, it now reduced, it reset some things in my head, and then made me call. So the next time, like a week or two later, I called her, and well, somebody just got stuck in there, and things progressed. And I've spent time, so they're part of the story.
Okay, first of all, at the point that I was calling him, that first and second call, eh, there was nothing on my mind. Okay. I didn't even like him like that. I was even liking another person that time. What's that face?
No, be talking now. I'm not interrupting your
Anyway,
talk.
first of all, let me start from the beginning. Yes, we went to the same fellowship, and yes, we were in the same school. But if you told me I was going to end up with him too, I would now be like, this guy that is very quiet, and he literally doesn't say anything. He just smiles and says hello and then goes away. It's true now. He's quite very, very quiet. Okay, so fast forward to when he had just graduated. They were waiting for their induction. Induction is where they give you your license and stuff. So we had just moved into the hostel where they were staying before. So if some of them were still around, including him. So he sort of helped me. I wanted someone's room design, and he sort of helped me get it. And then another time when I needed, because I was welfare secretary of CMDA, so I needed to get food for people writing exams. I couldn't drive, so I needed someone to drive the CMDA car to help me get the food. And I had asked a few people, and they had said no, they were busy. And I said, well, let me just try this guy. He seems nice. Maybe he would agree. So I went to ask him, and I was like, oh, sure, why not? And then I was like, oh, he's actually really kind and nice. So yeah, be kind to people. You don't know who you will marry. Okay. So yeah, that was actually when he registered in my mind as a guy. If I put, not like I was seeing you as a girl, babe. But that was when he moved from an acquaintance to someone I could consider. So yeah, it was kindness that even made me start looking at him. Now he left and went to do his house job, and then that call that I made, still being a welfare secretary, in CMDA students, a lot of our funds come from senior friends, as people that had graduated. So I felt like it's good to be keeping in touch with senior friends. It's not when you now need something that you will now call them and tell you to send you money. I mean, it's courtesy to keep in touch and all that. So that was why I called. I really cannot explain why I called a week later. I honestly cannot. So maybe I was the one that was shooting the shot. But I did not have shooting the shots in mind when I was making those calls. I was just trying to keep in touch with a senior friend. Okay. So keep in touch with a senior friend today. Okay, so then we started talking, and truly at the point that I made that call, I was really liking another person, but it didn't work out. Right. So we started talking. He was, he was encouraging me to read, even like we talked throughout those periods without anything in mind. Like, I wasn't even sure he liked me. I was beginning to like him, sharp, but I was not even sure he liked me until he now finally asked me out, and then we started cutting, and now we are married. So yeah, I think the moral of the story is call a senior friend today. So yeah, we'll come to the end of this video. Did I say your name? Sorry, his name is Onyedikachi. So now I
That's my
am
name.
Mrs. Onyedikachi. Call me Mrs. Onyedikachi. Or not. I don't know.
Was that what we agreed? Okay, yeah, you can call her that.
Or not really. My name is Ada.
Or
So
not. Yeah.
call me Ada.
Her name is
Okay.
Ada. Your average Nigerian girl.
Yeah, but you're a Nigerian girl. So yeah, you've not subscribed, please tell them subscribe to my channel.
Alright. Please subscribe. Of course, subscription is important for everyone, for us, and for you, so you don't miss notification on important, entertaining, and educative episodes like this. Thank you very much.
Aww. Okay, so yeah, subscribe and then like and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Say bye bye to my subscribers.
Bye bye.